What if I told you that Full Metal Jacket isn't just a war movie, but a deep look into how war changes people? Stanley Kubrick doesn't glorify battle. He shows how soldiers are broken down and reshaped into fighters. The film is split into two parts: brutal boot camp training and the harsh reality of Vietnam. We watch Joker, a smart but sarcastic recruit, struggle to hold on to his humanity, while Pyle, a bullied soldier, crumbles under pressure. Their journeys show how war strips away identity and emotions. By the end, Joker faces a choice. Does he still have morals, or has he become just another soldier obeying orders? The final scene, where soldiers march while singing a children's song, is haunting. Is it a sign they've lost their innocence, or are they just trying to survive? Full Metal Jacket is more than just a war film. It's a powerful look at how war changes the human soul. Let's break it all down. Stanley Kubrick directed Full Metal Jacket, which was released on June 26, 1987. The film had a budget of $30 million and earned over $120 million worldwide, making it a financial success. But its true impact goes beyond numbers. Unlike many war movies that focus on heroism, this film takes a different approach. It shows the harsh reality of war, the way it shapes, hardens, and even destroys soldiers. Instead of celebrating victories, it reveals the emotional and psychological cost of battle. Over the years, Full Metal Jacket has become one of the most respected war films ever made. Its influence can be seen in many later movies and even video games like Call of Duty. The drill sergeant, played by Ermey, became one of the most famous characters in movie history, with his intense and often quoted insults. Even today, the film remains a powerful and unsettling look at how war changes people forever. The movie begins with a group of young men joining the Marine Corps, ready to become soldiers. They arrive at boot camp, where they meet their drill sergeant, Hartman, a tough and unforgiving leader who breaks them down with harsh words and strict training. Among them is Joker, a smart but rebellious recruit, and Pyle, an overweight and clumsy soldier who struggles to keep up. Pyle becomes the target of Hartman's cruelty. At first, he is slow and weak, making mistakes that get the whole group punished. As the pressure increases, the other recruits turn against him, forcing him to change. Over time, Pyle transforms. He becomes stronger, faster, and more disciplined. But instead of just improving, he also loses himself. His eyes become empty, and his smile turns unsettling. One night, Pyle reaches his breaking point. In a dark and chilling scene, he takes his rifle, kills Hartman, and then turns the gun on himself. The cheerful boy who once struggled is now gone, replaced by something broken beyond repair. This moment marks a shift in the film. What started as training is now something much darker. After boot camp, Joker is sent to Vietnam as a war reporter. Though he still jokes and questions things, the war around him is real and brutal. He joins a group of Marines, including the fearless and aggressive Animal Mother. The soldiers deal with constant danger, facing gunfire, explosions, and death at every turn. Joker's sarcasm starts to fade as he sees the true horror of war. He meets soldiers who have lost their emotions, treating life and death as just part of the job. Some enjoy the violence, while others, like Joker, struggle to understand it. When the Marines enter a destroyed city, they come under attack from a hidden sniper. One by one, soldiers are shot down, and fear fills the air. They finally corner the sniper, only to find that it is a young Vietnamese girl. Wounded and helpless, she still glares at them with hatred. The soldiers argue. Should they let her die slowly or end her suffering? Joker makes the choice himself. He pulls the trigger, killing her. At that moment, something in him changes. After killing the sniper, Joker stands in silence. The war has finally changed him. The man who once joked about war now sees it for what it truly is: cold, brutal, and without mercy. There is no cheering, no celebration, just the reality that another life has been taken. As the soldiers move forward, they march through the burning city, singing the Mickey Mouse Club theme song. The sight is eerie. Grown men, hardened by war, singing a childish tune as fire surrounds them. It shows how much they have lost. They are no longer the young men who arrived at boot camp. They have become what the war wanted them to be: machines moving forward, doing what they are told. Joker, once full of questions and humor, now blends in with the others. His face is emotionless, but his mind is filled with the weight of everything he has seen. The film ends without a clear answer. Has Joker lost his humanity, or has he simply accepted the reality of war? The movie is more than just a story about war. It shows how people change when they are pushed to their limits. From the beginning, soldiers are trained to follow orders without question. They are stripped of their emotions and turned into fighters. The boot camp breaks them, and the battlefield finishes the job. Joker starts as someone who questions things, but by the end, he becomes part of the system. His journey shows how war takes away choices. Pyle is another example. He couldn't handle the pressure and lost himself before even reaching the battlefield. Both of them show different ways war changes people. Some break, while others harden. The film also makes war look strange and confusing. There is dark humor, even in the worst moments, which makes everything feel more real. The soldiers laugh, joke, and sing, but it never truly hides the pain. The movie doesn't glorify war, it reveals its harsh truth. Even after so many years, Full Metal Jacket is still one of the most powerful war movies ever made. Unlike many war films that focus on action and heroism, this one shows the emotional and mental cost of being a soldier. It doesn't just show battles, it shows what happens inside a person when they are trained for war. Many movies have been inspired by it, from realistic war films to video games. The famous drill sergeant scenes are still quoted today, and the film's message about war remains just as strong. It doesn't take sides or give easy answers. Instead, it makes the audience think about what war does to people. Some see the ending as Joker losing his humanity, while others believe he has simply accepted the truth. Either way, the film leaves a lasting impact. It shows that war is not just about winning or losing. It's about what is left of a person when it's over. Full Metal Jacket is more than just a war movie. It is a deep and unsettling look at how war changes people. It shows how soldiers are shaped, broken, and forced to survive in a world where emotions have no place. The film doesn't give clear answers or heroes. Instead, it asks tough questions about the cost of war. Stanley Kubrick's direction makes every scene feel real and powerful. The boot camp is intense, the battlefield is terrifying, and the characters feel like real people struggling with fear, anger, and survival. The mix of dark humor and brutal reality makes the film even more disturbing. This movie stays with you long after it ends. It makes you think about what it means to be a soldier and what is lost in the process. Some say it is one of the best war films ever made, and it is easy to see why. What do you think? Did Joker lose himself in the end, or was he just trying to survive? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you enjoy deep movie breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more. Full Metal Jacket is a movie that stays in your mind long after it ends. It doesn't just show war, it makes you feel its effects on the people who fight it. From the brutal training at boot camp to the chaos of battle, the film takes you on a journey that is both powerful and disturbing. It doesn't celebrate war or make it look exciting. Instead, it shows how it breaks people, forcing them to change in ways they never expected. Joker's journey is one of slow transformation. At the start, he questions everything, using humor to cope. But by the end, after facing death and making his first kill, he is no longer the same person. He marches with the others, singing a children's song, moving forward into an uncertain future. This film is not just about soldiers. It's about what happens when people are pushed beyond their limits. What do you think Joker was feeling in the final scene? Let's talk in the comments. If you enjoy deep movie breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more.